Are your Excel formulas getting long, confusing, and hard to manage? Hello and welcome to BEM Academy. In this video, you will learn how to name cell ranges and effectively manage those names in Excel to make your formulas clearer, and more professional. Instead of using references like A1 to A100, imagine working with meaningful names like sales data or total cost or employee names. We will cover how to create named ranges, edit them, delete them, and organize everything using the name manager, so your spreadsheets become easier to read, update, and maintain. Let's get started and make your Excel work smarter and more organized. If I enter some values like this, or any other value like random values, or some text, let's copy and paste them and make it value only to avoid changing it in every action. So I have three ranges of data. If I want to work with these and write a formula like sum, I have to select them, and you can see here that it's written the address of the cells F5 to F8. Or if I want to again write another formula for these values, you can see again that there is another range H5 to H10, or any other formula that you may use in the functions of Excel. Actually, here we have few numbers, and it's easy to find them by color of the selected cells or by finding them in the spreadsheet. But if you have a line spreadsheet and if you have a line formula, finding the range is sometimes difficult. For example, suppose you need to write something like this, AB 425 to FA 838. So it's a range that among your big data, and it's difficult to find it. So it's better to name the range in these cases. Let's work on this small data. You can assign a name to the range of your data. By selecting the range and going to name box here, you can write every name you want. For example, let me write numbers of cells like this, and pressing enter. In this way, these four cells, this range of data is named as number of cells. You can find it if you click here and write its name, or opening the menu here, you can find it and select it. You can also select other cells in this way. You can, for example, find F5 in this way and select it. You can select L10. This way you can see that it's automatically selected after entering the address. But if the data and if the range has a name, by writing its name or finding it from the menu, you can select it easily. And you can edit your formula after writing the name. I've written a line name actually here, but it doesn't matter. I want to show how to use this naming procedure. Instead of writing the range, you can write the name of the cells without any quotation or double quotation. In this way, you can see that the same range is selected, but with its name instead of its address. Sometimes you may want to change the name, and you will understand that it's a very long name. Instead of number of cells, I could write a better name. But if you select the same range and write another names, like names, for example, you can apply this name to the range, but the previous name is also still applied. So you can see here in the menu that there are two name ranges here. If you select names, the range is selected, and if you select the number of cells, the same range is also selected again. So you can modify your formula and write names instead. But this range has two names, and it may provide some mistakes while you are working with your data. So it's better to be managed. If you go to Formula tab, you can find something about defining the names, and in this box you can do everything you want. With selecting Name Manager, you can see all the names you have defined in your worksheet, and you can edit or delete everything you want. I want to delete it, so I will delete it easily. I can also edit the name like this. I may want to add something, names 1, for example. Okay, and you can see that the content of those cells are written here, and the address is also available. And also you can see that the scope is workbook, and there's no comment on those range. If I close it, you can see that it's automatically corrected. The formula is corrected with the new name. And if you open the menu, you can only find one name, that is the edited name, and the previous name is now deleted. If you have too many names and you forgot that what was the name of a specific range, you can find the assigned names in this menu. For example, you are working with a data, with a big data. You want to make average of a cell according to the names you have written. You will go to using formula, and you can see a menu that contains the names you have defined previously. By selecting the specific name, you can see that the range is automatically selected, and you can use the range according to the names you have allocated previously. You can also paste the name like this with the option paste name. You can use it, and you can see that the equal sign is automatically added, and the range is written here with its name. To provide a legend for your file, you can use this option that is very practical if you have too many names in your file. By selecting paste names, there's an option here, paste list. You can select all the names. I only have one name here. You can select the other names too. And with paste name, you can see here that the name is defined with its address here. And you can put it in the side as a legend for defining the names in your file. There is another option that is really useful if you want to name the cells according to the title of each column. For example, you can write some titles for your data. I will write, for example, ID, number, and suppose we have some other numbers here. Okay, now you can apply a name to the range according to the title you have specified in the table. If you select the range and the title all together and click on create from selection, you can select that this range should be named with the top row in this specific example, or if the title is written in the left column or in the bottom row or in the right column, you can select the other options here. In this case, the title is written in the top row, so if I select top row and click OK, I can see that a new name is added with the name I have specified as the title of this column as coefficient. And if I select it, you can see that the title is not selected, and the name is applied to the range only, not to the title of the range. This option is very practical because you can do this for all the data with one click. Let's show you. Let me first delete this name that I have defined. If I select all the data and the titles like this, and click on create from selection and select top row again and pressing OK, you can see that 3 different names are defined: coefficient, number, and ID. And all of them are allocated to the data, not to the titles. Okay, thanks for watching this video. I hope this trick was useful for you. If you have any question, you can write your comments in the comment field. I will answer all of them. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support us. See you.